Welcome to Maple Ridge Chrysler. My name is Jamarley, and on this beautiful day, I'll be showing you this 2014 Ram 1500 SLT 4x4 in this great blue color. Starting over here at the front of the vehicle, we will see our quad halogen headlamps. These headlamps bend more around to the side in order to increase your peripheral visibility during the dark, which is great. You can see that right there. Now under this hood we have a 3.6 liter V6 VVT Pentastar engine. VVT stands for variable valve timing, which means when your vehicle changes elevations, your valve timing will actually change in order to reduce the work on your engine, which actually increases your fuel economy. Coming down here to the wheels, we will see our 17-inch completely aluminum rims with Goodyear Wrangler tires. These tires are filled with nitrogen, as you can tell by that green cap. Their nitrogen actually stays at a more equal temperature throughout the year, which allows it to reduce the amount that is leaked through the tire throughout the year, and it increases your fuel economy. This vehicle is also equipped with a 4-wheel ABS disc brake system. Now looking at the tires, we will see that there's a great amount of tread on those, so you're not going to have to worry about changing those anytime soon. Coming up to the mirror, you will see your indicator light along the bottom there, and you'll also notice that they are breakaway mirrors. They bend both to the front and to the back. Breakaway mirrors are actually really useful in the case that you might be backing up or moving forward and you bump into a tree, or if someone in a parking lot might have hit them, they move out of the way instead of being broken right off. These mirrors are as well heated, so during the winter time you're not going to have to scrape them at all, but the ice will just melt away. Now we're about to step inside the vehicle, but before we do so, I just wanted to show you the remote that this vehicle is equipped with. There's a panic button at the top, and there's also your lock and your unlock button. You press once to lock, you press once to unlock, and then you press twice to unlock the passenger side and the box. Now let's step inside. Here in the front door of the vehicle, you will notice that we have here our power mirror controls with our left and the right, and then we also have this middle button, which when you press it, moves your mirrors in actually, and folds them right into the side. Here we also have our auto power window controls, which you just press them once, they'll go down, and lift them up once and they'll go all the way up, as well as your power locks. The door has a great amount of storage, which is very useful, as well as on the left side of the steering wheel we have our headlamp controls as well as our high beam controls. Now we can actually set our headlamps on auto and forget it, and they will adjust according to the brightness of the day, and you'll never have to worry about leaving them on because they'll turn off automatically. Now down below we have our parking brake as well as our release lever for the parking brake, our lift lever for the hood, our lever to adjust the height of the steering wheel, as well as these triggers behind the steering wheel, which work great to keep your hands on the wheel while navigating your radio system and changing your volume. Now I'm just going to step on in and put the key in the ignition. Here we have a large cluster display with this amazing customizable digital screen in the center. Now obviously we have our tachometer on the left, our speedometer on the right, but in the middle here it shows us the current temperature of the vehicle, which is a really warm temperature. It's hot today, and it also shows the direction we're facing, which is south. In the middle it's showing the radio station we're listening to, as well as how many kilometers right there at the bottom, which is 56,274. Now we're seeing our speedometer in digital, but we can also switch it quickly over to miles per hour whenever you're changing and going over to the border. We can also flip through a few options like your tire pressure and see and monitor your tire pressures, your transmission temperature, your oil temperature, etc., in order to keep tabs on what needs to be maintained next. Here we also have your fuel economy, your trip information, etc. Here on the driving steering wheel we have our voice recognition controls which actually work great. They connect to your phone via Bluetooth or USB remote, and they allow you to control your phone by answering your phone calls, responding to text messages, all with your hands on the wheel, your eyes on the road, which is great for safety, great for driving others. Here we also have the button to control that digital display up above. Here we also have the gear shifting buttons, as well as our cruise control buttons. Here we have our E-shifter dial, as well as our two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive low, four-wheel drive lock, and neutral button. It's very great and easy and handy to have these different options right here to help you with the power that you need whenever you need it. Now coming up here we have the star of the show, the largest in class 8.4-inch Uconnect screen. This is a touch screen and it's actually equipped with Sirius satellite radio. We can also connect other mobile media devices via USB, auxiliary jack, Bluetooth, and SD card, which is very cool. We have a mirror dimmer equipped in this vehicle. We can also control our climate via this touch screen. Here we can connect to our phone, like I mentioned before, and there's more customizable displays here. Now, one of the really cool things about it being this big is that everything is always clear, and it's just great for navigating when you're on the road and you're not trying to be too distracted by the screen. It just has everything there in arm's reach, nice and easy to access. Now here's our normal buttons for our tuning and volume, our turning the screen off, our hazard button, our climate controls. Below we have our traction control and towing and haul button. Coming over here we have a USB power outlet, which is very useful. This cool little drawer in the middle, another DC plug. We have two large glove compartments. And in the center we have three large cup holders. And in the console we have our SD card reader, USB port, and auxiliary jack, as well as another DC plug and a little mechanism here to store your change. This middle console turns into the third seat in this cabin, allowing you to seat 3 instead of just 2. Up above we also have a universal garage door opener. Now let's step around back and finish up this tour. Here down on the side of the vehicles we have our stepping rail pipes, as well as a long box here with a liner in it already installed, which is great, and it's in a great condition. Coming down the back we will see both our 4-pin and 7-pin hitch hookups, as well as our factory installed towing hitch. Now that has been a brief walk around of this 2014 Ram 1500 SLT 4x4 in blue. Hope you'll come down to Maple Ridge Chrysler to check out this vehicle or other new and used options. Remember, we have 0% financing and we're closer than you think. Bye-bye.